So Vida Savvy originated when I created Vida Savvy as a document our health journey and root cause to our illness. I created Vida Savvy in a way to document mine and my family's health journey. I created a way to document our health journey and healing. So Vida Savvy that I will be to help bridge that gap and provide information in more simple and layman's terms. So I created Vida Savvy with the intention. I want to create a platform where medicine information can be suppressed and I can show you things that but since there is a tremendous amount of censorship, it is where we all get along and love each other despite our differences in opinions. The intent behind Vida Savvy has always been to create a collective of energies that are free-thinking, open-minded, sovereign, not seeking to be validated or correct or right, but to always seek understanding and live and let live as we all reside and thrive in this realm, in this dimension, in this home that we call Earth. I'll tell you what the community is not going to be. It's not going to be a place where you could be a judgy-ass person. Critical, open-minded, yes. But I don't have all the answers, and I don't know everything. I'm constantly unlearning and relearning everything. But I want to provide the information that I've found to work for me and my family. I want to provide that information in an unbiased, unfiltered way, so that when you have the information, pick what you will, and decide what works for you and your family. But at least you'll have that information to make informed decisions. You have true informed consent. So the primary reason why I began Vida Savvy was in 2019, when my son was diagnosed with severe atopic dermatitis, which is severe eczema. We then saw multiple pediatricians, dermatologists, allergists, immunologists, you name it. All of the allopathic Western medicine professionals weighed in on how to heal my son, and they were creating more symptoms than they were healing. So then we sought alternative medical professionals, and that is when we actually started seeing some healing. We took it a step further and had to unlearn and relearn everything that we thought we knew about health. That included immunology and gut health, the brain and gut connection. We had to flip our diet upside down. This included a total elimination diet to weed out all potential allergens and agitators. We had to also eliminate and harmonize all of our environmental toxins. Then we also had to take a deep dive into detoxification and supplementation. Also, despite the everyday suffering, had to try to keep a positive mindset and never give up faith and hope that we would heal my son. 2020 hit, and we then were thrusted into a whole new world of virology and terrain theory versus germ theory and contagion and how we get sick. Are viruses and bacteria and germs the real and sole cause of inflammation and disease? Medical professionals, scientists, mainstream media, all divided. So you don't know what information is correct. How do you get information if all the information is coming from one source? How is it true informed consent when they're not even giving you all the information? Interestingly, the information that doctors and scientists and mainstream media was giving, that was the opposite of what was working for us and what was healing us. There had already been an immense amount of censorship and suppression when it came to anything holistic, natural, anything alternative medicine. I was on my quest for the past decade to be a human computer. I have a pretty extensive background in digital marketing, reputation management, social media marketing, search engine optimization. I already knew where to go to get information that wasn't censored, that wasn't suppressed. And even still, with my skill set, it was quite difficult to find unbiased, uncensored information to heal my son. So this is a major reason why I want to help provide information to people to heal themselves. Because there is no cookie-cutter way, no one-size-fits-all. Everybody's genetically, energetically different. And so what works for my body isn't going to work for your body. And so if you don't have all your resources and information, it is going to make it so much harder for you to heal and achieve wellness. I want to be able to help people and help be that resource that I wish I had to heal my son quicker. So health, wellness, diet, supplementation, and detoxification, and living a non-tox or low-tox life is a huge component of Vida Savvy. Another huge component of Vida Savvy is everything family and home. I have a family of 7, and I have 5 children, and I would lose my mind if I wasn't a master of organization and productivity. I'll be sharing how I manage my huge family. And after over a decade of schmoozing all of the best private and public schools Los Angeles had to offer, I decided to yank my kids out in 2020 and start homeschooling them. And it was one of the best decisions I've ever made. I've gotten quite aggravated when people say homeschooling is a privilege. because it is a sacrifice of time, energy, and devotion to your child's future, to years that you can never get back. So I immerse myself in wonder and imagination, and I want to share that with other families and encourage other families by giving resources and building communities as well of like-minded parents and children. And after 4 hospital medicated, highly intervened births, I had the honor of having an unassisted natural water birth. And it was the most wondrous experience that I really wish every woman would be able to give birth this way. I want to encourage and inspire the confidence in our generation to go back to the way that birth should be, if it's possible. I also grew up dirt poor, and so frugality and budgeting and couponing and how to get the most bang for your buck is my forte as well. Though I'm transitioning back to my roots and to be one with nature, I cannot ignore the technocracy side of me, and that would include providing you guys tips and tricks on everything tech. That includes financing, so crypto, how to get out of debt, how to increase and maintain a good credit score. And we're also going to talk a lot about digital art. So that would be NFTs, web design and web programming, graphic design. I'm also going to try my hand at providing you the best options for privacy and freedom from the technocracy gangsters. So you're going to have to come along with me in my pursuit of self-sustainability, how to prepare yourself for when shit hits the fan, or in this case, how to ease the pain of inflation and our resource shortages. This is going to include growing your own food, preserving your own food, raising chickens. If there's one thing that I chose to inspire the masses by, it would be to continue to pursue true wellness and health. In my book, There Are No Excuses. I come from nothing. I come from a very adverse background, and I've worked my ass off. I've worked very hard, and I've worked very smart to get where I am today. And sure, there's systematic oppression. I'm a minority. But there are no excuses. I'm going to be providing the information as is and as I can, because everything and all the resources, the tips, the tricks, everything that I have is stuff that I've already gone through. I've already done the research, I've already done the work, and I'm just providing you guys with what I've found or the resources that I have. Some of the stuff is incomplete. Some of the stuff is just brainstorming. But I'll put everything on a drive. I'll put everything on a document, and you guys can take it from there. At least you have a jumping off point, and then you guys can take deeper dives into. But at least it will illuminate, and I want to inspire thoughts and ideas of life, just trying to figure out life. And that's why it's Vida Savvy. It's my life, my way of life, my way of thinking, my resources available to you. If you like it, if you want it, it's there. And if it doesn't work for you, then you can just watch me and laugh at me. So let's figure it out together. So until then, peace, love, and live and let live.